All right, Joy, thank you. With summer break in full swing, the high cost of food and utility bills are hitting families hard, and now a local food pantry in Williamson County, Illinois needs your help with the summer surge in food assistance. Devin Kidd is live in the studio now with more details.
Jeff, the Marion Ministerial Alliance serves hundreds of families every week, and as the kids begin their summer break, families are now forced to put more food on the table for the next couple of months. Organizers at the Ministerial Alliance say that the need tends to be high every summer, but with higher prices at the grocery store and insanely high gas prices hitting their wallets, folks have been coming by the pantry in droves. Now next week, the Marion Cultural and Civic Center is hosting a We'll Rock for Food concert fundraiser featuring Grammy Award-winning artist Christopher Cross. That's on June 19th at 7 o'clock. Now there are still tickets available, with the proceeds going straight to the pantry. Cash donations will also be accepted on site that evening, with an unidentified community member pledging to match up to $5,000. Executive Director J.R. Russell says it's their one fundraiser a year where the community can come together and really make a difference.
Even if you're unable to come to the show to make a contribution, to make a difference for us, opportunities abound. Demand gets really high in the summertime. Children are out of school, so there's a higher demand for food on the families. Now they're responsible for a breakfast and lunch also, and more mouths to feed in the household versus eating at school. And then there's also the challenges and demands on personal household budgets with utility prices and summertime rates and things like that, and gasoline going through the roof. There's just a lot of folks living on the edge right now.
Again, the We'll Rock for Food concert featuring Christopher Cross is set for Friday, June 19th. For ticket information, just visit your KFVS News app. Live in studio, Devin Kidd, Heartland News.